welcome to Between Two Bookshelves. I'm Sarah Markley, and I'm here today with Dr. Hassan. Dr. Hassan, could you please introduce your field of study and educational background?
Yeah, I'm Firas Hassan. I work in electrical and computer engineering and computer science department, and I've been in ONU since 2009. And I basically teach courses that touches on all the three aspects: electrical engineering, computer engineering, and computer science.
What would you say has been your favorite memory of teaching here?
I have a lot of favorite memories of teaching in general in life. In fact, right now I enjoy teaching my kids the most and teaching their friends at school because I go and visit them a lot. At ONU, my favorite moments, to tell you the truth, is when I get a company calling me to ask about a student. Most recently it was NASA, and I got this call from NASA asking about a specific student that I taught and I worked with. And it's moments like this that bring us back to work and make us proud of our students. So that in particular was a very nice moment for me.
That's great. And do you have any hobbies or interests outside the classroom?
Anything that my kids like. So I have twin boys and a daughter. The twin boys, we just celebrated their birthday. It's 8 years old now, and the daughter is 5 years. So I try to be always with them. Basketball, soccer. We're members of the YMCA, so I also sometimes coach them over there. We're starting on music now, and most important part is teaching them, especially some stuff that I am interested in from an engineering perspective.
Okay, so you seem to have a lot of interest in teaching, both in your personal life and here. Can you tell me a bit about your research as well and what that looks like?
So currently I'm doing a lot of work in encryption because I know that this is an area that is extremely important in this generation. A lot of my students, a lot of undergraduate students are interested in doing encryption techniques, whether they are new ones or existing ones, but doing them in a faster way or more efficient way using hardware. I pick them very early after they finish their freshman year, and then we start working, and sometimes we work for 3 years on the same topic and produce some publications and stuff like that.
Okay, and so I'm here studying civil engineering. Are there any interesting connections between our two fields of study that...
Perfect question, actually. So 2 years ago, I was extremely interested in multidisciplinary areas. So I worked with several faculty, and we started thinking about what would be an area that can bring students from different programs and let them work together, because that's typically what they do in real life. And we came up with the theme of smart structures. We had already worked before with a group of students in their capstone project to do a type of a testing table that shakes and basically emulates earthquakes. Today there is a big earthquake, for example, in Turkey, so that's a very interesting subject, and you can save a lot of lives if you build your structure correctly. And so the students came to the class and they have that table to test on, and civil engineers and mechanical engineers and electrical engineers and computer engineers, they worked on building structures or models of structures that have some energy dissipating systems inside them that are intelligent. So once an earthquake is detected, the characteristics of the structure will change based on how strong the earthquake is and basically dissipate the energy of the earthquake. And what's fun about that specific class is students went right away from modeling to building it in the shop that we have. You probably have seen the shop and worked with it in our building, and they built their structures, put them on the earthquake, tested them, got data out of them, changed their design accordingly. So it was a very fun activity that was done with multiple students, and there were multiple faculty from different civil engineering. In fact, there were two faculty from civil engineering and one from mechanical and one from electrical, that's me, that worked on that specific course. So that's an example of really a project that can involve everybody. Previously, I worked on a project related to snow loading on the top of very flat buildings. And again, we had civil engineering there because basically, if snow goes to a certain level, you need to go and clean it up because the structure will fall down. So we put sensors and stuff like that to decide when to clean up the snow. So that was again a project that was between civil engineering and electrical engineering. So yes, they are related, and yes, you can see a lot of intersection between them.
Yeah, so you've obviously done a lot of work in your time here and a lot of research, but what was it that brought you to ONU in the first place?
So what's very interesting about ONU is there's multiple things, and I can tell you not only from when I came here, but also from what I experienced through my experience at ONU. First of all, the passion for teaching. And I've been passionate about teaching since I would say my first student I taught ever, I was in my 7th grade. And that's a nice story by itself, because that student is a very respectful and really doing good in his life currently. He's actually an ambassador for my home country. So I knew since that time that I will be a good teacher, and I was passionate about teaching, and that's why my passion of teaching brought me to ONU, that is basically pure undergraduate institute. And after I came here, I got introduced to the entrepreneurial mindset that focuses on curiosity and connection and creating value. And I felt like those 3 factors have changed the way I teach. That by itself was an change in my life, because now all my classes are modeled around those 3 C's. And for me, most importantly about ONU is that you can choose to go with your passion the way you like. For example, if you like technical research, a specific area, there is no pressure that you have to work in that specific area, or you have to do. You can pick the areas that you want to excel in and basically work on it. You have that opportunity to do that at ONU, and that's basically why I am here since 2009. Plus, it's starting to feel like family. My wife and my brother-in-law are already graduates of ONU.
Oh.
So all of that together is basically keeping me here and driving me on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's great. So thank you for your time, Dr. Hassan, and thank you for joining us for Between Two Bookshelves.